Been one of his best. He's bringing it back here as he'll be rocking up to the mid with the hero this game.
There is huge amount of heals, sustain on Team Secret. Chen, he goes for mech, Hand of God, Monkey with his life steal, press the attack for some extra damage, attack speed plus heal. Not damage, I mean attack speed. Used to get the damage from attack speed. Bam.
30 seconds to run.
I mean, overall, you know, we're sort of looking at the downsides of Nigma's drop. If you're trying to be optimistic and you're looking at Nigma's heroes, is there anything or any specific hero you could look and say, well, this hero can actually have quite a good game here?
The way they play, they want to have like these 4 protect 1 strategies where Life Stealer in this case gets a lot of farm, gets Iron Shield plus Surge, and then he just runs at people. Not sure if that's doable here. They have Fisher to block things off. They have press the attack to remove the open wounds.
Run. You should
Trying to go on Zybe, as you say, every time. It's going to be able to dispel that and run away. And we'll see if maybe they can find some sort of lane to make magic happen. It's mid lane matchup. Matu, you know, as expected, he's going to go up against that Darkseer that's been sent down here to try and at least, you know, sort of push the wave back, have some sort of answer to the spiders with these iron shells early on to stop Matu from being able to just overtake him in CS.
Yeah, you can't
Spider army.
You can't stop mind control farming in this lane, and the bottom lane matchup will be better for Nigma having Razor against the melee hero. Also, if they get a good Cogs plus Battery Assault on either Nisha or Puppy before he can get a creep, it's a guaranteed kill.
Okay, so that's sort of the plus here, right? Well, we're seeing 2 lanes where Nigma can have a pretty decent sort of advantage in them.
Yeah, mid lane, both of these heroes will get the farm. Broodmother will farm the jungle and the lane, so you can't really stop her, but the bottom lane, they need to be really like passive for a few waves, you know? Because if there's no creep, GH gets to level 2 if they push in on the enemy side of the map. They get level 2s before. It's tough.
And we see on top, obviously Absol's been able to make pulls around and just having the Fisher blocks to try and get the wave in a position where he's able to get something safety from it. He's skipping the creep wave, knows that there's going to be no interest from Miracle to head over, as Miracle has to stay under his tower and soak up the creep to arm, making it over to his half of the map. Bottom lane, with a decent static link off here, trying to scrap him out with Cogs, but will be able to make his way out of there. Mid lane, 9 for 1, 7 for 0, so interesting trade farm here. If Matu plays it safe, he'll still be able to come out all right off the lane itself. It's just the fact that he's not going to slow down Mind Control's farm. Mind Control will be able to make it into that first item at a pretty good timing as Darkseer here mid.
Yeah, but Broodmother, she builds that Diffusal Blade and she starts being active. With Darkseer is really not that hero. Yes, you can empower it, put haste on one of the allies, but I don't think that's enough. You can see bottom lane every single time they want to play a bit aggressive. There's the link to drain the damage.
Certainly stops Nisha from finding kill. His farm 11 for 1 against Razor 6 for 1, though there is the difference there. You know, we are you know, so we saw last game Zai sort of having to adapt as him and Nisha swap positions. This time, of course, it's Nigma's off lane and mid that's sort of trading around the roles. So we are in a bit of an unfamiliar position on the off lane. We'll see how much he can make from it, but it's never going to be easy, right? So it's taking a hero like a Razor as your mid player and saying you got to play on the off lane. It's a totally different environment that he's going to have to try and perform in.
Yeah, also Zai will get his farm on the top lane, doesn't care too much about the Lifestealer nor Enchantress. One downside of the lineup when you're playing Clockwork is he can't really move on a mid lane. There's a ton of spiders, it's not going to be effective.
Another attempt here, Fisher, Nisha, going to turn, try and at least get the Jingo up, so even though he hasn't got damage, he's got potential for a bit of lifesteal with the Boundless Strike to sort of offset some of the damage done from Nigma. Yeah, mid lane, just the farm fest continuing between the two of them. Troll with a slight edge, if anything that's probably just a few spiders on the side that he's been able to pick off. Still the farm from a Timberman Spider not being slowed down at all. The only one really with having problems in farm is WeHa's Razor right now in this bottom lane. Despite the fact that it is against this melee hero, Puppy and Niche have been able to play it smartly in a way where Nisha's farm, it's not being slowed down. Bottom lane, Yapsor will come in again with a bit of a setup. GH gets the cogs down, push Nisha back. Looks to suck the damage of Yapsor building up. Weeha's going to try to play aggressive onto the Shaker. He's got to respect Nisha though. Nisha and Puppey will turn. They're chasing him down. He's overextended and he's straight up dead. He's going to lose his courier as well. This off-lane Razor is not off to a great start whatsoever. Top lane, more couriers will fall on Nigma's half of the map as Zai dives in, takes away Miracles. That had his javelin on as well. So that item that he's trying to rush to help his farming, his damage output, is going to be gone for a minute or so.
That's going to slow him down because he wants to be able to pull the creep wave on this side camp farm boat. So there's a lot of couriers dying.
Every core on Nigma has lost their courier. That's not good. You know, you don't.
I'm no expert, OD, but I believe that's really not good.
That's not good. You've lost your couriers. Your Razor's losing his lane against the melee hero. There's a lot of problems already here in the first 5 minutes for Nigma. They've got to be careful.
They realize the Nigma can't play aggressive on the bottom lane with Clockwork and Razor, so they just put Yapsor on the bottom to have that Fisher to block things off, or if they're sitting on low HP, it gives them kill potential.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, look what Zai is doing. You're not going to stop this guy.
No, I mean, they're not trying even. They're not sending anyone up here. It's just all on this bottom lane. They realize that Weeha's having a slow start. They've got to try and help his lane out. You know, a Razor with sort of a slow start in terms of the lane is going to really struggle to have impact in the game. They've got to fix his game now.
Once again, they don't have a playmaker. Yes, GH will get sticks eventually, and if they are playing around that hook, they have spiders, they have creeps to block the damage from the battery assault and block the hook. It's not going to be that effective.
They're playing so scared down here as well, Nigma. They know Secret's got the edge in levels and early farm hit. Nisha, he's just able to sort of poke both GH and Weeha away. They're running away from him each and every time. Weeha, let's go for the link again. Fish is going to be there, so Nisha is able to try and break into. I say that though, Weeha does a good job of staying on and will take away a good 72 right click from the Monkey King. But again, it's sort of the static link into them. What are you able to do with that stolen damage? If anything, no, Nisha's actually still trying his best to get CS, and he is for a little bit of it, even with that 20 damage. Nigma just with these 3 heroes trying to achieve something, but it's not quite happened. In the mid lane, the spider problem's getting bigger. Sure, mind control, he's getting a lot of farm himself, but as you mentioned earlier, there's something a lot scarier about a spider with free farm at 6 minutes than a Darkseer.
Yeah, once you get that Diffusal Blade up, you want to start playing aggressively, moving around the map, getting the kills, invading their jungle, especially if you can get one hero to rotate the mid, kill the Darkseer, and push the tower with the spiders. Zai, having the time of his life, level 6, doesn't even have a point in ulting.
He doesn't even have his keyboard plugged in. He just sits his hero top, soaks up the waves. Easy lane for Zai. As Autumn, an attempt onto Weeha. GH will stop Nisha from being able to build up the boundless strike. Jingu Mastery stacks as another turn. 2 at the stun control. One more hit to build it up. Can he get the stun of a He cannot. He's already used the boundless, but there's no chance for him to heal up. Nigma, they get the big kill. They knock Nisha out of the lane, and now Weeha, he's trying to chase for more. He's going towards Yapsor. Yapsor, he just turns though, and he just kills Weeha with the help of Puppey. Puppey picks up the double kill. Can they kill off Yapsor? They will get the trade here, as now Puppey versus Kuro, the captains, take it upon themselves.
Oh, the stolen creep.
He
steals it again. There's the chain.
Puppey!
Look
your
at
creep,
me.
my creep, your creep, my creep. Back and forth, and Puppey comes out on top as he takes a triple kill as this Jet.
Puppey got a lot of experience from those 3 kills. He's level 5. That's going to be a full mech on him right now. 8 minutes in. Yeah, I don't think no one is dying on the bottom lane once they get that mech up.
No, the sustain is going to be quite ridiculous. I mean, overall, bottom lane, another go onto Weeha. He's coming straight back into this lane, but there, he's not able to do it. No, this slows down to Nisha. They won't quite be able to finish Weeha off. He's salving up, and now Nigma can turn. Nisha goes pretty deep. Starting this off, he's able to block them off beautifully here with 2-man calls. Yapsor and Nisha is trapped. Nigma, they strike back, and they strike back hard. Double kill.
Battery.
The battery assault proc will hit as there's no other targets. Puppey been surrounded. GH, he's ready to reclaim this lane for Nigma. As 3 of them die on Secret. GH, he's getting active and he's getting in.
GH wanted to get that 3rd kill with the rocket. Yeah, because Puppey got the, the triple kill with it.
It really is the day of the supports here at the moment in these lanes. They're all trying to take the glory. Sort of this top half, the middle half of the map remains kind of quiet, right? We're seeing Miracle just soaking up every wave. Zai's been skipping them all. And mid lane, Matu and Mind Control, the farm fest just continues. As both Matu and Mind Control pretty much identical net worth out of this lane, as they're essentially just soaking up every single creep that comes into their half of the map.
KuroKy's doing a good job just waiting for those Jingu stacks to come online, so he instantly dispels it.
GH, he's strong. It's level 4 clock. He's going to start running down Yapstor. Matu, can you do anything to help? He's going to let sort of his shaker fall, but Yapstor does die. Nisha now turning up, surrounding KuroKy here. The spiders trap him up in the corner. Kuro in protection. Someone needs to turn the balance drive. But Nigma, they've got the numbers. Kuro finally falls. Nisha, can he get anyone return? He cannot quite finish it. The spiders are on it, but CH is out of the web, and he's into the clear. He's fine. Zai tried to turn things. He opens up the duel on Mind Control, but Mind Control, he's too tanky. And we are. He's getting to the amount of right thing. He's chasing him down. Zai pops the stick. Mind Control's on top of him. The slow for the plasma field. He's back in action. Double kill for the Razor. Matu, can he get Mind Control? Yapstor's looking for the Fisher block off, but he doesn't get the connection. Mind Control's going to be allowed to walk away to safety. As Nigma, they're now starting to get ahead. These moves, these plays, they're getting their cores involved. Mind Control up the board. He'll take it. Nothing to cancel it, so we'll get the full benefit out of it.
Darkseer's not a hero when you play him from mid that wants to rotate early on, but if 3-4 heroes come to him, he will gladly join a fight with one Surge that is close to him.
A very nice fight from Nigma and an excellent move from weehaw. We saw slow start in the lane, the CS didn't happen, but that move towards mid, picking up the double kill, and now down bottom, CS getting underneath the tower, forcing Nisha away. Nisha's trying to run. There's no backup coming in for him. He'll turn with the balance, but Nisha will fall. Another kill for weehaw, and that whole laning situation is being entirely rectified. weehaw's climbing back up in the farm because of these kills he's able to get. The activeness, it's paying off for Nigma.
Zai denied the top tower, but still, it opens up the map for them. They can have access to enemy jungle. Also bottom lane, pretty low, and this Darkseer is doing a good job just defending against the Broodmother. Like, they need to rotate one hero to kill the Darkseer, and then they can transition that into a tower. Some hacks. Huh?
Let's get rid of that virus.
That was.
Yep. That's why Nigma's winning, you know. It's,
Radiant's bottom
we only jest.
under
Back towards mid, towards top. Zai. They've claimed another Nigma. They're really on something in this game. With a draft that we felt, the analysts felt, we felt it was hard to perform on. But now, 11 minutes in, they're at a 5K lead. They are outplaying Secret here, something that very few teams, if any, have been able to do. Still, Matuma Man's farm does sort of reign pretty strong towards the top. But these kills that Secret's given up, it's really putting Nigma's whole lineup in a good place. And despite what we thought was a lack of lockdown, because of this action, GH, he's going to hit good timing on his level. I mean, he's level 7 is the clock. Suddenly, GH is like, you say we got no lockdown? I've got all the lockdown we need.
He's been all over the place, involved in 9 out of 10 kills, 4 points in battery assault. They have only one ability that goes through Rage TP, and that's Duel. And I'm not sure you actually want a Duel Lifestealer. He's level 12 minutes in.
Yeah.
Talk about perfect performance.
Yep. Miracle, another clean game from him. We've seen it earlier in some of the games, like his AM performance, his Morphling performance this land, and now top spot as the Lifestealer here. Now the question is, what can Nigma sort of turn this advantage into? Can they continue to keep the pressure on, not allow sort of Zai and Nisha to get a game? Because Zai and Nisha, they're falling far behind. You see Nisha, level 7. Miracle, as you mentioned, level 12. A 5-level difference between the safe laners. Bottom lane, looking for the lead in. He'll step up immediately for the duel. Does he have the damage to take him down in time?
Here comes
He
Mana.
won't get the bonus damage, but he does get the kill. They'll turn towards Kuro, tends for the TP out. Kuro's not going to get out in time. Secret, they'll hit back and get 2. The space continues to be there, though, for Miracle up top. Nisha, he's just scouting this out from the trees, but he's still very scared at the moment. With the lack of farm he has, if he shows, he's in a lot of trouble. He'll jump back up, but GH, Miracle, the hunting is against the tree. Miracle, I believe, is able to cut it down. They'll find Nisha, and Nisha's game continues to just get absolutely destroyed.
Side and build from Lifestealer will cripple down pretty much every single core inside of Secret.
See what they can find there, Zai. They can get another. The drag back with the vacuum. Zai, he needs help and he needs it now. Matu and Puppy, they're trying to come across to help him, but he's stuck in the cogs here, getting burnt down by this iron shell. The duel, it's up, but the stab's down. Yapso with the help allows the duel to be successful. Miracle and the Mind Controller trying their best to escape. He's into the creep. Toying with the idea about maybe turning things around as he tries to go in with the stun on Matu. Matu's able to kite it out. Gets back in, backups there for Miracle in the form of Mind Control if he needs it, and he doesn't. They're scared, Secret. They don't want to overcommit onto the Lifestealer.
Lifestealer is a really tough kill to get. They need to have Monkey King on him and Broodmother hitting him. Otherwise, I do not see this hero dying. He's getting too bad with it. Heaven's Halberd plus the Maelstrom, 14 minutes in.
Some crazy numbers from Miracle. I mean, expected, right? This top half of the map, it was left entirely uncontested. Zai was only skipping the waves. He knew on his own he can't really contest a Lifestealer. They didn't receive any backup from Sleep because of all the attention they had to give that bottom lane. Regardless, though, Nigma obviously coming out on top of that whole area of the map. Nigma knows it. You can see there in the eyes of Kuro. He's focused. This is a game where they've really got Secret's number so far, Nigma. Down bottom, we are getting a good static link off onto Nisha. Nisha's across the mark at this point, very unthreatening. He doesn't have the items to sort of fight into these heroes of Nigma. The mech's going to be hot. They're trying to get Zai out of it. GH is in with the wraparound though. They've lost Zai, and GH and Kuro, they're ready to chase on for more. As Nisha heads into the trees, shows forward GH. He's chasing him, but Nisha's already out with the jump. He's out and away, comes back forward. He's down a boundless strike. Maybe a bit of a tickle, really. As Nisha he's not finding any sort of space to farm it.
It's been a while since I saw Nisha being so underfarmed. Has less farm than Zai, almost 1,000 gold.
And this is some crazy stuff so far from Nigma. I don't think many people would have expected this from the team that's struggled as much as they had, especially against Secret. But to be 9k up, 15 minutes in against Secret is quite something. Matu, still definitely the X factor. They've got to be careful about the Spider. He's 4-0-1. Matu, he's carried many a game off the back of his Spider performances in the past, and this could be another one of them. It's not going to be easy. Everything is up against him, and his team is down quite significantly. But maybe his Spider sort of prowess is enough to get Secret back into this game.
Secret needs to find a way to kite around the Lifestealer, but it's hard. They're also limited on the stuns. Like, this Surge is going to cause issues right now. But they decide to focus someone without the duel, it's gonna be Surge. I just want to see the items on the dark side. I think he went for Vanguard. Oh, that's a full Crimson Guard, now going for a pipe. That's gonna be a huge problem.
Yeah. Secret are gonna lack the ways to fight for a team buffed up by Mind Control. And you know, Miracle, he doesn't really even need any buffs. He's already so strong on this Lifestealer, level 15 at 16 minutes in. They've been able to do nothing to slow down his game. And this is sort of the power that Miracle has, right? Anytime you give Miracle space, he does everything. Straight up, GH, he's looking for an opening. He's in with the hook shot. On to Yap, they go. Back to one of the two of them. They take out Yap. They take out Puppey. They'll turn over the walls. Nisha tries to get in, but he's been stunned up. Nisha's in trouble. He's not ready to do anything at all. He only can try and run. He's got the movement speed, will be able to jump out of the trees. He's just running away, tucking his tail and getting out of there. This Monkey King is nowhere near ready to carry. He's only walking around with a phase boost and 2 Wraith Bands. At 17 minutes in, Nigma have destroyed Nisha's game. As Nisha continues, Nisha's trying to run. The Rocket Flare will scout him, but those jumps should get him far enough away. I don't think they have anything else to find him. As Nisha, he will live.
That's a lot of time try to kill Monkey King, even though his early game is stacked, but Nigma, they are showing dominance in this game side.
Could be an easy kill. He's trying to run, but the Plasma Field will do it. And WeHu's got a lot of damage built up. Matu will turn up, but the hook shot is here. He's there once more. Traps Matu. Matu tries to run. He's running. Another rocket, there it is. GH is cleaning up house with this clockwork.
He's doing God's work on this clockwork. He's pretty much the only lockdown they have.
I mean, he really has been. It sort of started from that bottom lane where WeHu was having a slow start, and then suddenly GH, he finds the power, he gets these early kills, he gets these levels. Bottom lane, Miracle, he's diving into the base.
He's chasing now Nisha. Nisha needs help. Is it going to be there in time? They'll heal him in time. And now they'll turn. Maybe Miracle go too far. Rukel's command is out. Miracle, he's so damn deep at the moment. Fighting him into the fountain at 18 minutes in. With Tishu up still in the mid lane. Miracle doesn't care. He's going
Fighting inside
He's fighting into the
command.
Rukel. He's diving into the fountain. Miracle's insane. The 4-man back, he dragged them out. And Miracle says, all right, I guess they'll back off now. As he'll jump into mind control. They'll back off. Give Secret a little bit of breathing room. But Nigma, you can feel the fire. They are on top. And they are using it intensely against Secret.
Usually when someone does this, it does not end up well.
Look at this. On to Yapshot. Yapshot is gone. Nigma, and it's called. It is called 90-minute GG. Nigma, they've taken game 2 and in an incredible fashion. I think everyone, we looked at the draft at the start. We were like, Secret's done. It looks great. They get a final pick Brood. Top of that whole area of the map. As you can see there, he's focused. This is a game where they've really got Secret's number so far in that. We are getting a good scouting off onto Nisha. Nisha's Udo's command at this point very, very undressed. He doesn't have the items to sort of fight into these heroes in Nigma. The Mexican can't. They're trying to get Zai out of it. GH is in with the wraparound though. They've lost Zai. GH and Kuro, they're ready to chase on for more. Nisha heads into the trees. He's chasing him, but Nisha's already out with the jump. He's out and away. Comes back forward. It's down around this strike. A bit of a